we were finally confident that we were going to set a new world record by cramming as many of these people in a bus as possible.
Finally got our banner, 10 metres by 2 metres. We haven't unravelled it yet, so could be anything. Looking pretty good.
The banner was big. It was larger than life.
That's great.
It was so large that people had trouble taking it in.
So, amigos, we're going to put this
like this little
there.
fella, who was so blown away by its size that he couldn't even stand up.
But we'd forgotten a pretty important thing when putting up giant banners.
Oh, another one of those bottom ones ripped.
The wind. It pulled down the banner. It broke the ropes and it tore through the eyelets. This was much harder than we thought it would be.
I don't even know if it's possible. We put little inlets in, little wind holes, but it didn't work. So we've moved it from between these poles to this building behind me. The guy in the window's helping us out. I've given him a Coca-Cola. I think he owns the building.
Even putting the banner up on the building was difficult, but we got there.
So it's taken a couple of hours and a little bit of improvisation. We've moved the position because a few of the eyelets ripped out because it's so windy, which is really strange for this kind of day. Anyway, we put it up on this building and I reckon it looks pretty amazing.
The day had finally arrived.
And so had the bus, fortunately.
To ensure everything would run smoothly, we assembled a crack team of professionals.
We had Edwin, the council dude, who signed up the fire brigade guy, and the chief of police, as well as a dozen volunteers to help with registration and t-shirt sales, if we managed to sell any.
We hadn't organised this bloke, but he was there anyway, giving us his full support.
Our first important decision was to put the band on the roof of the bus. And with the music playing, the day was coming along well.
The volunteers were doing their job, Gaio had provided their inflatable beer bottle, kids were colouring in stuff, and people were turning up in numbers.
But with so much to organise, there was one thing we overlooked.
We have thought of everything today. We've got the bus, sponsors, music. So everything's ready for the chicken bus, but we forgot the chicken. So Salvador, we've got the brains trust together. We've got Francisco, Salvador, we've got Edwin. When you get those sort of people together, you're going to get a chicken. Salvador came up, he's like, I got a chicken and I got a cage, and this is what he brought. Look at this thing. I guess it's a chicken.
With the chicken in place, the world record attempts could begin.
The first official activity for the day was the children's world record, which was highly successful. They managed to squeeze 112 kids inside, beating the old record by 112.
For their efforts, they were each awarded a diploma. We didn't have the heart to tell them that it probably wouldn't get them a job.
Attention was then shifted to the official world record attempt, and expectations were high. The Mayor Marcus Gonzalez had arrived and was excited.
Without warning, people just started getting on. Before we knew it, the world record attempt had begun and the bus was filling up quickly.
People were lining up to be a part of history.
It's getting hot in there. People are starting to sweat, smelling a bit funky.
This was getting serious.
Oh, wow. Check this out. Is everyone back there okay?
Passengers were coming through the doors, even through the windows. And soon the bus was so packed that Marty started worrying about safety.
Hey, I reckon not many more. Not much more.
We allowed one more person on, the mayor himself, and we hoped that we had done enough to break the record. Because of the false start, we had no idea how many people were on the bus.
Okay, Arcadi, no much. Okay, let's do it, let's go.
We wouldn't know until everyone had been counted off. So, one by one, we left the bus.
We knew we'd be close, but we may not be close enough.
Passengers helped each other out of the bag racks, they composed themselves, and they caught their breath.
And they kept coming off. Young people, old ladies, locals, tourists, and the numbers kept going up. 150, 160, 170, 180, and then finally...
I'm lost!
190. That wasn't enough.
No more!
We were well short of the bus record. Yes, we had set a chicken bus record, but the crowd had been sold a dream of having both records. They weren't happy.
How much is that? That's heaps!
Because we hadn't supervised the start of the record attempt, we had no control over how people got on. It looked like we'd failed.
They say no to the Marty and Ginski show. They say no to Ginski Speedo. They say no to this, so you know. The municipalidad of Antigua say no.